Hey, good morning. I'm Raleigh Brown. This is another curve flattening concert. I'm going to have to figure out what number it is, 537. And I welcome you aboard. We will have a whole bunch of music today. I see Keith Shaw is here on YouTube, and then David Harleyson and Bob McKenna and Linda Worster and Bernd Bookman and Ann Mintz. Hello, Ann. And Kate Mack out there in the West, Rhonda Scott Merrick in the Chicago area, Donna Greenberg and Warren and Janelle. Good to see all you guys here this morning. Let's start the morning off with a toast to good coffee and to good fellowship and to good weather here. To good dogs. Charlie the dog is in one of his more somnolent modes, so I haven't had any trouble with him this morning. And I see many others checking in here. Let me kind of keep on top of this. Donna Greenberg and Ken Nashif and Terry St. James and Deb Leiby Clark and Michael Tierson and David Arthur Radcliffe, Jambone Jim, and it's on YouTube, and Carol Pratt is here, and Dwight Shoemate next door, Tom Dietz, Marlene Burke, Charlie Bryant, the Clown Prince, and Treadmill Denizen, and like that. So we'll start this morning off with a medley. This is a great idea. Robin Stratton said, hey, why don't you pick 2 or 3 songs and do a medley of them? And at the same time, I had all of these requests, and from Carol Pratt and from Bunny and somebody else, maybe Michael Miller. I forget who asked for one of them. Anyhow, you'll probably recognize most of them, and it's going to be kind of laid back. It'll be one of my calmer early performances. Charlie Ortolani is here, and Aretta Wauk, and Ron Baker, and Mike Verbeek. So good to see all you guys this morning. And Lori Payne, and Heidi McClure, and maybe Jerry. And Dave Van Allen is here, and John Hubner. So here we go. Alrighty. So that was When You Wish Upon a Star, Smile, which was indeed written by Charlie Chaplin, the melody. And As Time Goes By. So let me see who I'm missing here. There's a lot of comments. Michael Miller is here. And Bunny Barnes, of course. And Kate Petrella. If I say hi to you twice, just live with it. And Jay Peterson is here. He says Ingrid Bergman approves. And sorry, the coffee does make me belch sometimes. I think I said hi to everybody who's here. Jim Moore is here. Jim, give us a little update on Nelson. Nelson, the dog, has been sick. We're hoping he's getting better now. And this next song is a song that actually has some dog references in it. It's kind of peripheral. The song was written by my buddy Jeff Bartley. Great songwriter, singer, and guitar player. Triple threat, that boy, who lives up in the Boston area. Let me do a little check here. The old Martin here. Yeah, it's pretty much right on. Is really sounding lovely. I do adore this guitar. Did I say hi to Slim Edelman? Well, hi, Slim Edelman. I might have missed you there as I ran through these names. So, from Jeff Bartley, One Kind Word. And this one was requested by John Farley. I don't know if he's here with us today. He's an old friend. Used to live up here and now lives down near Maryville, Tennessee. I know a man, he never says a word, strums his old Gibson, he sings like a bird. The dreams in his head, they're almost gone. The times keep changing as the years wear on, and it don't take much to wag my tail. Give me hard-boiled eggs, little beer in a pail. You gotta work pretty hard to drive me away. One kind word, and I will stay. Driving in my car, I travel all around. Get up on the stage here in your town. I used to chase all the women, and I guess I still do. But love is best when it's tender and true, and it don't take much to wag my tail. Give me hard-boiled eggs, little beer in a pail. You gotta work pretty hard to drive me away. And one kind word, and I will stay. all night, and I sleep all day. People ask me how I live this way. Well, I don't call it living, I call it just getting by. If I had the ambition, I'd be a hell of a guy. And I'm about half crazy at the end of my chain. Nobody knows how I stand the strain. If you treat me hard, I might turn mean. I'm at my best when times get lean, and it don't take much to wag my tail. Give me hard-boiled eggs, little beer in a pail. You gotta work pretty hard to drive me away. But one kind word, and I will stay. One Kind Word by Jeff Bartley. Great song, and a lot of times people assume it was written by John Prine because it has that feel, you know. So I think I said hi to Kathy Marsick. If I didn't, hi Kath. And let me see if I'm missing anybody here. So next up, this was a request by Kit Serikaku, who isn't with us on Sunday mornings because it's too early in the morning for her over there on Oahu. But I thought I would do this one for her anyhow. Janet Clough is here. Rich Laughlin just stopped in. I think I already said hi to Lori Payne. This is an instrumental I wrote for Janice. In honor of her birthday one year. It's called Janny's Day. Well, we got off to a little rocky start there. I don't play this tune often enough. And Charlie Ortolani says John Gorka co-wrote with Jeff. Did he co-write that song? I've never heard that, if that's the case. Jim Moore says Nelson is feeling a bit better after 4 days of not eating. He finished his breakfast of scrambled eggs, rice, and chicken, and a peanut butter dessert. Laced with his meds, there are even passing moments of frisky tail wagging. Good. Nelson is a great old dog. I knew him when he was a great young dog, and all along the path until Suki passed. Nelson was one of the few dogs who Suki would tolerate, and tolerate is the word. She was never really affectionate with other dogs. Okay, Charlie Bryant's at the 2-mile mark on his treadmill, and he's going nowhere. So, thank you all for these kind words people are saying here. And Charlie Bryant, congratulations on your victory over the machine, or with the assistance of the machine. So some announcements. The usual stuff. Hello to the Invisibles. That's Kit Sarikaku, Judith Fox, Joel Biget, and Mario Prue. And also, there is a PayPal link as ever here. Right there. And Venmo. And I shouldn't say link. It's a PayPal address. You can copy it. Contributions to the Charlie the Dog Veterinary and Educational Fund are always accepted. I'm studying back up on my clicker training to try to establish stronger bonds with my boy. And in doing that, I've been watching a series of videos by Amanda Larlam, who on YouTube is called Kikopet, K-I-K-O-P-U, Kikopup, K-I-K-O-P-U-P, and she's a very smart woman who really does some amazing dog training stuff. You might look her up if you're a dog training maven. And then and in talking about the PayPal link, I would really like to take a moment and thank you all. Sometimes if it's easy when somebody contributes, I will write back to them, especially on Venmo. I can usually answer, On PayPal, it doesn't immediately give me your email address, so it's hard to respond. But I so much appreciate it. I was going over my belated tax records. And that means going through my PayPal account and looking at, every transaction. And so many of you have been so kind and so supportive here as we kind of continue through our lives. This is one of my ways of making a living at this point, along with teaching Tai Chi, and I'm gradually retiring from my acupuncture practice. So it's much appreciated, and it really does help. Charlie really does have heavy-duty food and veterinary bills, as well as my educational fund for him. A bag, his like 40-pound bag of dog food costs like $85. So, it's the world we live in. So, and that doesn't even count all the treats I buy him to train him with. So the other big thing I wanted to mention today is that, first of all, the bad news. Next week, I will not be doing a Sunday concert. I'll still do tomorrow, Monday at 3, and I'll do Wednesday at 3. And in between those, Cozy Sheridan should be doing her 10:30 Tuesday morning concert with Charlie Koch. But next Saturday, I'm driving up to New York State to meet up with my old buddies Magpie, and I'll be their backup guitarist as we kick off their 50th anniversary of playing together tour. And that first gig will be at Cafe Lena in Saratoga Springs, New York, a historic coffee house. Many years ago, when Lena was still alive, I played there with Magpie, and I still remember, Lena put us up in her, like she had like a little tiny guest room, so us all being very old friends, Magpie, Greg and Terry and I. Greg and Terry shared a bed, and I had a bed. And we sat up late talking with Lena, and it was really lovely. And then I never saw her again because I never got up that way. Anyhow, if you are in the Saratoga Springs area, you could come see us, and that'll be Saturday, May 13th at I think 8 p.m. And I think if you're not, I think they live stream it too, so you could do a search for Cafe Lena, and you could watch it online, and it might be fun. Cafe Lena, it's on Saturday night, Tom Dietz. And then I'll be driving home Sunday morning, which is why I won't be doing a Sunday concert. And there will be somebody staying here with Charlie, and I just hope that she'll survive the experience. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to just get in the car and go away and put it out of my mind and let whatever happens happen. So those are my announcements. And that's that. So this next song is, Charlie just moaned. He's like, "You're gonna leave me." This was requested by Mike Verbeck. He said, do something by Merle Haggard. And actually, there's only one song I do by Merle Haggard. So I figured I'll do that one. Things I learned in a hobo jungle, things I never could have learned from reading books in school, like where to find a handout while thumbing through Chicago in the afternoon. I'm not bragging or complaining, I'm just talking to myself, man to man. This old mental fat I'm chewing didn't take a lot of doing, but I take a lot of pride in what I am. I guess I grew up a loner, 'cause I can't remember having any folks around. I keep thumbing through the phone books, looking for my daddy's name in every town. And I meet lots of friendly people, and always end up leaving on the lam. Where I am is where I'm living. No, I gotta get that last verse. Let's try this verse all over again. Well, I guess I grew up a loner, 'cause I can't remember having any folks around. I keep thumbing through the phone book, looking for my daddy's name in every town. And I meet lots of friendly people, I always end up leaving on the lam. I'm just losing that one. We're gonna just go on to the next verse. I take a lot of pride in what I can't remember I am. I never travel in a hurry. I can't remember 'cause I've got nobody waiting for me anywhere. Where I am is where I'm living. If it's sleeping on some vacant bench or city square, or if it's working on some road gang, or just living off the fat of our great land. I've never been nobody's idol, but at least I got a title. I take a lot of pride in what I am. I've never been nobody's idol, but at least I got a title. I take a lot of pride in what I am. Most of I Take a Lot of Pride in What I Am by Merle Haggard. And again, sometimes I'm pretty sure, like I sang that song a couple times this morning and remembered every word. And then I get a little bit of performance anxiety here. And I didn't get out the sheet music or the lyrics for it because it's better if you remember the whole thing. But I apologize for forgetting a little of it there. So let's see how that went. I am really doing pretty good with the tuning thing this morning. This one is for my friend David Arthur Ratcliffe over there in the UK, and he asked for a Joseph Spence tune. And there are people who are really expert students of Joseph Spence. There's one guy, I can't remember his name, and I think I found out about him because the other guy is Elijah Wald, and Elijah did a DVD of Joseph Spence's guitar style. I think it's for Stephen Grossman's Guitar Workshop, which is where all my stuff is too. And but I think Elijah said he really, a lot of his research was gotten through this other guy who had spent a lot of time with Spence while he was still alive. And so I've heard people play Joseph Spence songs in cases where I think they've just homogenized the song and it just doesn't sound at all like Joseph Spence anymore. And then there's guys who've really tried to nail it down note for note, and I'm somewhere in the middle. I try to get the feel of his playing. And there are a couple kind of Joseph Spence cliches which help me do that. So for those of you who don't know, Joseph Spence was an amazing Bahamian guitarist, and one of those kind of one of a kind guys who had a strong influence on Ry Cooder, and I think everybody who heard him. He played everything in drop D. It was all in his own version of drop D, which sounds a little out of tune to us, but apparently it sounded right to him, because there are tales of people sneaking into the studio and tuning his guitar for him, and then he came back and listened to it and put it back out of tune again and played. Anyhow, this is something similar to his version of Coming In on a Wing and a Prayer, the old World War II song, I believe. Coming in on a wing and a prayer, kind of roughly borrowed from the playing of the great Joseph Spence. And like that. Let me take a little look, see if I've missed anybody here. Kind of backpedal. Carol Ann Muller is here. Hi, Carol. Thank you for all those kind, forgiving remarks about my memory lapses. And this getting old shit is getting old, as we say. Okay, I think I said hi to everybody. I did my best. Helene Tober Fowler, I don't know if I said hi to you. Good to see you here. Hope that old heart is ticking over in the correct way. And like that. Okay, well, I'm going to do one more for you. Oliver Copeland just checked in on YouTube. And this one was requested by Michael Miller down there in North Carolina. Remember the first line. Boy, I'm having a bad morning here. You know what? I'll be right back. When it gets to the point where I just don't want to hassle over it any longer, I'm just going to go look at the first line of the song and then I will be fine. And then I can't find the first line of the song. Could it be that I don't have a printed copy of it? It could be. Okay, so this this is where I get stubborn. I'll be right with you. You know, we're just going to sit here for a second, and I am going to go into my song thing. And I do not have it there either. Well, holy crap. Okay, well, we will continue. Hang on. Don't go away here. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to go here. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for sticking with me. Everybody's gone away. Say they're moving to LA. There ain't a soul I know around. Everybody's leaving town. Some caught a freight, some caught a plane. Find the sunshine, lose the rain. They say this town will waste your time. I guess they're right, 'cause it's wasted mine. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues. You know my heart keeps telling me you ain't no kid at 33. You play around and you lose your wife. You play too hard and you lose your life. I got my pills to ease the pain. Can't find a thing to ease this rain. I'd like to try and settle down, but everybody's leaving town. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. And good time Charlie's got the blues. I got my pills to ease the pain. Can't find a thing to ease this rain. I'd like to try and settle down, but everybody's leaving town. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. And good time Charlie's got the blues. Thanks for joining me this morning. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. In case you wanted to see Charlie the dog, he's in one of his modes where he's lying there with his ears are up because of gravity. When his head is in this position, his ears go up in the true cattle dog fashion. I wonder if I could get my other camera on him here. Hang on, you could see him better if I could do this. Well, I don't know. One cattle dog is much. Cattle dog camera. One Charlie cam may be enough. So let me come back on here for you. It looks pretty good. I may not have a memory, but I know exactly where to put the camera to get the best picture. So be happy, be healthy, be brave and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. Thank you, folks. I will hope to see you tomorrow, and off to the rest of the day. It's beautiful here. I hope it's beautiful where you are too. Bye-bye.